welcome back to MWP. I'm your host, Seth.
And Tristin.
And today, probably not, I guess not different. I think this is probably more in line, but like, we wanted to go through and talk about the way people thought the world was going to end and like when they thought it was going to end, because they've done that a lot. Quite a lot of times people said the world was ending.
Yep, there's been a lot of possible endings, and yet we have not to see one.
I wonder what that is, like why there's so much.
I think they're probably just caught up with worrying about when everything's going to end, rather. It's like the people that are all caught up about like, oh, we're going to die, like worrying about their death rather than just living their life.
Yeah. To the rate they start like looking for signs or something.
Yeah, they're just like extreme, I think, on that.
I could see that.
Like doomsday bunkers, you know?
Yeah, I could see that, and like that probably leads into like the ones that are like very religious based, where they're like, oh, they're reading into the Bible and they're going like, oh yes, these signs.
John 3:16.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the fuck that means.
Like, what do they mean by that?
No, I don't know. The Bible scripture, I don't know any of those.
Oh, I thought you meant like what the numbers meant.
No, yeah, it's just the Bible scripture, 3:15. I'm saying I don't know
Yeah.
like, the Bible scripture.
Nah, I don't know any Bible scripture either. Though, from what I've heard with like stuff in this realm where it's like, oh, people are trying to be like, the rapture is happening now. I think I've seen a lot of people say like an actual like Bible, they make a mention where no man will know the day, you know, that the end is.
Yeah.
Which, if it's in the Bible, it makes it really weird that there's a lot of people going like, no guys, I know the day.
If it's in the Bible, I'm gonna call it's most likely bullshit.
You might anger some people with that.
That's fine.
But, I mean, you're not religious, man, you know? You don't believe in it.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I'm not a religious man either. Though I do find them interesting. So it's, I think, fun to, like, look at them and all that.
Are you talking about religions or like the religious people? You're like looking at them like they're animals in a zoo.
No, not religious people. No, like, just, like, what people believe in and other stuff. I think that's interesting, even if I don't believe it.
I don't. I used to be that way, and then I've gotten to a point where I've experienced too many pushy people, and it's like, all right, yeah, like I don't want to hear about your stuff anymore. Like, I'm good.
No, yeah, there's a lot of pushy people.
Yeah, like if they just wanted to talk about it and like share it rather than trying to force it upon me.
No,
like,
yeah,
cool. I'm all ears, you know. Just don't try to force your belief on me.
no, yeah. Yeah, I think they're saying, like, someone could talk about it and you'd be like, oh, that's interesting. And then there's people who are like, you should believe in this or you're going to hell.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like...
yeah, not too much of that.
No, yeah. And you're like, oh, sorry, brother. Oh, no. You know.
Like, my bad for having my own belief.
No, yeah. I think another thing, like, that's kind of put people off on that stuff is just, like, the amount awful people that you've met, and that is just like, I'm a Christian, or like, I'm this, and they are just some of the most worst people you've met, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yep.
What the fuck? Or if you're...
All
Yeah, you know, I won't get into that one. I was going to bring up something that might make people a lot more mad.
Yeah, no, let's just hop into the topic for the week.
Yeah.
Would you like to go first?
Yeah. This is 1524, so way back, about a predicted great flood. Johannes Stoffler? I don't know. A respected German mathematician and astrologer predicted that a great flood would cover the world on February 25th, 1524. My God. One of the known planets would be in alignment under Pisces, a water sign. Hundreds of pamphlets announcing the coming flood were issued and set in motion a general panic. Oh my God, I can't read today. Count von Egelheim, a German nobleman, went so far as to build a 3-story ark Though there was light rain on the day of the predicted flood, no actual flooding materialized. Goddamn, had a rough time
No,
fucking.
if I'm right, I believe they've actually found an arc of such story.
Like from the Bible?
Well, no, like, yeah, I think they've actually, well, maybe not the exact one, but I think they've found
Hmm.
like a giant arc like that before, unless that shit was AI. But that was like a long time ago I heard about that, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know on that. I think it's interesting that there's a lot of time. Like, I saw a thing where some brought up, like, why is there so much talk of, like, a giant flood or, like, a great flood around the world? You know? Like, in so many cultures.
Maybe it happened at one point.
There was that, like, okay, maybe there was. But then someone brought a good point is that, civilizations, and especially very early on, tended, to be set up by rivers and the water. So, like, it was probably just because of that. And, like, if that flooded, that would cause a lot of issues. So, like, that's probably why there's so many stories of that. Since civilizations just get set up by the water. I was like,
That would,
they're so
that would
right.
make sense.
Like, I didn't think of that until someone said that. And I was like, oh, yeah, that makes complete sense.
It would. Just like old people being like, hey, like one day this river's gonna flood and it's gonna kill us all.
Yeah, like, just the classic, like, here's a story, to make sure you're aware of this danger that can happen.
Just some folklore that really someone took too far.
That's what I'm good says, yeah. Like when they made like a dude apparently building a 3-story ark.
Yeah, I'd be pissed. Spending all that money and then nothing happening.
Do you know he got clowned so hard?
Oh, yeah.
He got clowned on so hard.
I mean, like at that point, you just take it and live on the ocean.
Honestly, fucking. Yeah, if I spent all that money, I'd be like, I am using it, at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, I also, the Pisces, the astrologers, is insane to believe.
Yeah. I mean, I would say that's pretty crazy because it's back then, but I feel like we still have some people out here today that are like that.
That believe in astrology?
Yeah.
You're like, nah.
No. Yeah, no.
You don't think there's some merit in there?
No, not at all. Not
Damn.
one bit.
Damn.
I think it's just something to pass the time. They're like, oh, this is cool.
No, yeah. Again, I think, like, even when I don't believe in this stuff, I think it's just really interesting to learn that kind of stuff. Like, I don't believe in astrology, but, like, I've looked up astrology stuff a lot of time because I'm like, this is pretty interesting. And,
Yeah, I guess.
at least for astrology, I feel like they're not pushy in the same way that a lot of, like, religious people end up being.
No, yeah, I feel like religious is more uptight, and then astrology is more like the relaxed, hippy dippy side, you know?
Yeah, where they're like, I know everything about you, and you're like, no, you don't. But like, that's how they kind of operate. They're not like, you need to believe in this, or you're going to the moon. What?
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I don't think I've seen that side of any of them.
No, yeah. So, that's cool at least.
Well, we can hop into the next one we have. I think most people have heard of it. It's the 1666 Great Fire of London. In the Bible, it recites that 666 is the number of the beast, and many Christians in the 17th century Europe feared the end of the world in the year of 1666. And then, what a coincidence, the Great London Fire, which lasted from September 2nd to September 5th of that year. It destroyed much of the city, including 87 churches and about 1,300 houses. Many saw it as a fulfillment of the end of the world prophecy in the Bible, giving such a large amount of property damage, though the death toll of the fire was remarkably low. Reportedly, only around 10 people died. So,
Damn.
yeah, I'm not really sure why they were worried about that being the end of the world, but
Wow. This
I
was.
mean, I guess that's part of it. They were probably, I think that's understandable, being like, oh God, there's a fire wiping out the entire city.
No, yeah. I was gonna make a joke of like, well, it is, England. So
Yeah.
10 people, they're like, my God, they took half our population out.
Took out all their beans and toast.
Yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, no,
tragic day.
seeing, like, most of the sea getting destroyed would be like, damn, I will never recover from this.
Yeah, no, at the moment I would totally be in the same shoes, I think.
Oh yeah, if that happened now too, it'd be like, this won't
Yeah,
be, like, people won't recover from this for so long.
I mean, yeah, like nowadays it's California, but like every other year, you know?
Every year.
Yeah.
California, see, they're ready for that shit. They just get lit on fire. They're like, okay, well, same
Yeah,
time.
they all have places to go.
The shit, I mean, their force, healthy as fuck. That shit's constantly giving more room for growth.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't argue with that.
Also, I want to bring up with the whole, like, oh, 666 is not, number of the beast. Wouldn't that mean when the world, if they're going off of that kind of, logic, when they be like, oh, the world should have ended in the year of 666, not 1666, Like, I feel like
Maybe people weren't as foolish in the year 666.
I like to imagine for that year only, every Christian was just a Satanist. They just flipped for
Maybe.
that 1 year.
All right, what do we got?
We got,
And apparently that's in the book of Revelation. It's 13:18. Mm-hmm. That's the scripture.
I think I did see a thing with, like, Revelation is like, again, like, there's a lot of times where, like, the actual, like, scholars of the Bible make the thing of, like, it's not really supposed to be read as, like, literal stuff. It's supposed to be just more, symbolism and, like, more metaphors and all that.
Like interpret it how you will, just
Yeah, like,
live
not
by
taking,
pretty much.
yeah, like, it's not really supposed to be taken as, like, a literal thing of, like, this is what's going to happen. More of, like, how stuff's looking to go and stuff like that.
I feel like if more people said it like that, just like live by these general rules, like, hey, don't kill people, or this is gonna happen. I feel like a lot more people would follow that.
Yeah, instead of, like, the people who just take it as, like, face value and just go way off into the deep end.
Yeah, being like, oh, so there really was a Garden of Eden and two people. Like, no.
Where was it located? Alabama. Oh, shit.
I mean, Adam and Eve were kind of siblings, right?
Yeah, in a way. I mean, I'm pretty sure Eve's supposed to be... Wasn't she, like, made from, like, the rib from Adam or something?
I think so. So I guess that's like kind of siblings, right? Or clone, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know what that counts. Would that be clone? Would that be a sibling? Or would that be, like a daughter,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I do
Either
not know.
way, very, very questionable. No matter which way you go, very questionable on how that works.
I think every way it is, it's still wrong.
Yeah. Pretty much. Whatever way you think, yeah, that's bad. That's a bad way. But going further into the future, we have in 1806, the prophetic hen. In 1806, a domesticated hen in Leeds, England, appeared to lay eggs inscribed with the message, Christ is coming. Great numbers of people reportedly visited the hen and began to despair of the coming judgment day. It was soon discovered, however, that the eggs were not in fact prophetic messages, but the work of their owner, who had been writing on the eggs in corrosive ink and reinserting them into the poor hen's body.
I think that's probably like the worst one.
Easily. I saw that when I was...
Why would someone do that?
Dude, I need to know that dude got, like, fucking jailed or something, Like,
that's really bad.
like, Jesus Christ. When I, like...
I bet you he was a Christian.
Hmm?
I said I bet you he was a Christian.
Oh, probably. I mean, he was literally writing Christ is coming and then shoving it back in. which he was either a Christian, just, using his religion to try to get money, or he was a non-Christian trying to use the religion to get money. It's bad, dude.
Do you think he was charging people to see the hen's eggs?
Oh, definitely. It was either he was
$5.
charging people to come see, or he was hoping that people would be like, oh, well, this dude clearly has, like, a divine chicken. We gotta buy eggs from him. Or something.
Yeah, I guess I could see that.
Like, that's what I imagine is what this whole play thing was. But yeah, like, I need to know that this man got fucking charged with something, because what the fuck?
He got stoned.
I mean, shit, were they still doing stonings in 1806?
Probably. I mean, I think so, maybe.
I'm looking up. Were stoning still happening?
The early Christian era is when it was popular.
Yeah.
Uh,
In 2019?
yeah, it says it was largely eliminated in the 20th century.
Oh my god. Okay, well, goddamn, it went on for a while.
Yeah, still was a thing in 2002 and 2008 in Iran.
Yeah, I just saw 09, 2 people were stoned to death.
2024, the Taliban. Jesus.
Goddamn. Okay. Jesus. Okay. Wow. In 2023? Oh my god. Well, okay. I thought that was thought that would have been done. I guess not. Jesus.
Brutality it never ends.
I guess not. Yeah. I thought it would just change forms. Now they're like, well, it's a classic.
I mean, you can't go wrong with a big rock.
That's true, I guess. Yeah. Like, if you need the most accessible fucking thing, there you go.
Tie them up and throw rocks at. Let's go.
Goddamn. Okay, well. Yeah, well, if you could take away anything from this episode, it's stoning still exists. So be wary of that. Jesus Christ. I wonder if there's any method. Well, I mean, I know there's methods of executions that, like, a lot of countries don't do now. Like I think hanging is pretty outdated. I think firing squad is not really used much anymore. Like,
I think it was Idaho just brought that back, actually.
Fucking course it was Idaho. Of course.
Holy, dude, I think firing squad should be everywhere.
Why?
It's a good method. What do you mean, why?
Well, I feel like there's a reason it got stopped using.
Because they stopped killing people on death row?
No, I'm pretty sure it was just like they did other stuff. I mean, I get the idea of doing. I get the idea.
Really? We don't want that. Like, bring back public execution. I'm down. I am for it.
Well, I don't even know if it's public execution. Like, I get the idea of why the firing squad existed, because it's to try to hide who actually, killed.
Well, I mean, they don't know. They never get told who had the bullet.
No, yeah, I was saying I get the reason of, like, why it was used as, like, a way, like, so some dude doesn't have that on his conscience. Like, that's why they did it.
I was wrong. There's actually 5 states that use firing squad. It's Idaho, Mississippi, Oklahoma, South Carolina, and Utah.
Of course, it'd be Utah, too.
I'm shocked on Utah, honestly.
Wait, why?
I wouldn't think Utah would allow that.
Really?
Yeah.
Mormons?
It says they only allow it if lethal injection drugs are unavailable, though.
Oh. Damn, that'd be a really bad time.
I feel like they would probably postpone it until they get the drugs available, to be honest.
Yeah, I feel like it, too, yeah. But I guess maybe not.
What about the guy that has to inject them? I'm sure he has a very heavy conscience.
True.
Like, injecting that many people with that stuff?
Well, I mean, there's not, like, a lot of people they do.
No, I know, but, like, still, I mean, one's enough to make you feel guilty.
I mean, that is true. Yeah, no, that actually brings a good point, because, yeah, if you do the firing squad, where the whole thing is, like, you don't know if, like, who shot
like,
the dude.
It was one of the 7 of us.
Yeah. But if you're just, like, the doctor who just, like, Yep, I watched it flow into his veins as I pushed it in.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'd feel pretty guilty.
I think there's a thing I saw where like how like there's a way Japan kind of does like a similar concept of like to the firing squad, but it's not a firing squad. It's things like they're in like a completely separate room from the person. I don't even know exactly how like kills a person, but it's like two buttons. You have two people who press the button at the same time, and whatever happens will happen. You know, but like one of the
Whatever.
buttons actually does it, but you don't know what button it was, and they're not even in the same room. I think I saw that's a way that's been done.
That's too much. Too much. Just pay someone, like, just pay one person a good amount of money, and I'm sure they would not care. Like, bring back the guy that cuts their heads off.
Goddamn,
Make that like
you
just
are
a
like
salary.
I want the French Revolution. Come back. We need
Honestly,
you.
why not?
You're like guillotines that you're like they had it right.
They did. Yeah, they had that right.
Goddamn.
What?
I'm just
Like,
like,
that's
goddamn.
pretty cool.
Like, I'm just imagining you with a goddamn French flag behind you right now.
Just don't bring your kids. That's social gathering. Bring some beers.
Honestly, I disagree on it being like a very public thing. I feel like, if anything, like as like a middle ground, like have it be like the family of like the victims, are there.
Well, who says there's victims? I said, who says there's victims?
Then what are they getting killed for?
I don't know. They did something.
I feel like you gotta leave the execution for like the biggest crimes, which typically is like murdering a bunch of people or something like that.
Yeah.
I think
they'll do death penalty for like that kind of stuff too.
Yeah, I don't think. I feel like I would disagree on like, oh, this dude stole eggs,
Dude, those were some good eggs, okay?
He's just like, send him to the gallows. Take him there.
If it was my last egg, honestly, I might.
Well, I'll make sure to buy you a chicken so you never run out of eggs.
Damn right. I want silkies. Okay?
You what?
Silkies.
I thought you said milkies. I was like,
No, silkies. It's a type of chicken. They're really cool. All right. Well, I guess we will hop into the next one, which is Halley's Comet. I do believe that we had this happen. I feel like we had this happen in the 2000s as well, didn't we? Halley's
passes every 76 years, so it was the after 1910 it'd be 1986.
Oh yeah, I guess I was wrong. So 1986, and then the next time says it will be July 28th of 2061.
God damn.
Will I still be alive? I have no idea.
I mean, probably.
Anyways, all right. So we got Halley's Comet. Halley's Comet passes by the Earth approximately every 76 years, but the nearest of its approach was in 1910. It created fear that it would easily destroy the planet, either by celestial collision or through the poisonous gases it was rumored to contain. A worldwide panic ensued, stoked by the media and such newspaper headlines as "Comet may kill all Earth life," says scientist. A group in Oklahoma tried to sacrifice a virgin to ward off impending doom, and bottled air became a hot commodity. The Earth probably did pass through part of its comet's tail, but with no apparent effect. I wonder if you can still buy a can or bottle of air from that. Let's see, 1910 bottled air.
My God. The idea of like some people being like, well, we have to sacrifice a virgin because a comet named Halley is going to destroy the world.
I wonder why it was named Halley's Comet. Do you think it was like the scientist's daughter or something that discovered it?
I like to think he knew Haley's were a bunch of evil people, and
They
he
are,
ain't wrong.
unfortunately.
He ain't wrong. He ain't wrong. I've never met a good Haley.
Said I have not met a nice one, so
Yeah.
I'll agree with you.
I met a crazy
Let's
one.
see.
Um,
Halley's Comet was named by French astronomer Nicolas Louis de I'm not going to try to pronounce it, in 1759. He bestowed the name to honor Edmund Halley, the English astronomer who in 1705 first calculated the comet's orbit. So it's not his daughter, just another dude.
huh,
At kind of sus.
kind of sus.
Kind of. Naming it after another dude. I don't know.
You wouldn't name a comet after me?
No,
Come on, man.
maybe like turds, but
What?
I'd be like this one. If I had like a turd and I was really proud of it, I would name it after you.
Wow, that is so messed up. I would name a comet after you.
I'm not. I don't think that's messed up at all. I'm very proud of my turds.
Well, goddamn.
Very proud of them. There's something to be admired. Okay.
Well, I haven't seen your turds, and so I don't know.
I'll send you a photo sometime.
Ah, okay. Yeah, it'll be in the middle of the night. I'll trade a text. And that's just his shit.
Girthy.
If I could sing, I would sing the Shinedown song, Haley's Comet, but
I think you'd get copyright. Like, no music.
Well, I wouldn't play the song. I would just sing it. But that's still copyright?
I think so. They probably have the entire lyrics to the song.
Okay, well, damn. Goddamn. Okay. That feels like a little maybe too far. If they're just like, we have copyright this group of words. Fuck you.
I think they probably could.
Maybe. Honestly, yeah, I could see it. Shit, that actually brings the thing. Maybe I shouldn't do a idea for a video I had. I might just get copyright. I was going to sing Running Up That Hill.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yes, you can copyright song lyrics, and they're protected by the copyright law as original literacy works from the moment they are written and recorded.
Okay, goddamn. Well,
So don't do that.
so like, I don't know. That's just why I'm like, so you can't do a cover then because like you're literally singing the same lyrics, at least typically.
No, yeah, I mean they probably have to contact the band that originally wrote and sung the song and get approval from them to do that, and then give them honor. Is it called honors? Like when they take a part of the money they make.
Royalties.
Royalties. Yeah.
I just assumed like covers and shit. Like I just assumed that was like fine since like it's you're singing in your voice. You're like strumming or like you're doing on whatever instruments yourself typically. I just assumed that'd be like not a problem then.
No, you can't own anything. We don't own.
I guess
anything,
yeah,
so.
true, yeah.
You don't even own the home you buy. You're
That-
just a temporary resident.
True, yeah. Consumer rights, very important.
Yep.
Very, very important. Yeah, well, goddamn. Okay, well, good thing I can't even remember the lyrics to the song for this episode. Would have got banished to the goddamn shower room if I did.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I'm sure they could take everything we own.
Not much.
Yeah.
Not much, but it would still be very, very rude. So, I think maybe one of the more, probably one of the most famous, I think, world-ending predictions, or like what was believed to be going to end the world, was in 2000 and known as Y2K, which refers to potential computer errors related to the formatting, my god, and storage of calendar data for dates in and after the year 2000. Many programs represent 4-digit years with only the final 2 digits. Examples is 1985 as A5, making the year 2000 indistinguishable from 1900. Sorry. Computer systems and ability to distinguish dates correctly had the potential to bring down worldwide infrastructures for computer-reliant industries. In the years leading up to the turn of the millennium, the public gradually became aware of the Y2K scare, and individual companies predicted the global damage caused by the bug would require anything between 400 billion to 600 billion to rectify. A lack of clarity regarding the potential dangers of the bug led some to stock up on food, water, and firearms, purchase backup generators, and withdraw large sums of money in anticipation of a computer-induced apocalypse. Which that was right before we were born.
Yeah, that was rather recent.
And yeah, I don't think there was like any issues when it became the year 2000. Like, I don't think there was any kind of issues or anything.
I think there was issues with the software. I think it just wasn't able to continue to those dates.
Yeah, well, yeah, whatever issues there was, it was literally like non-really serious, you know?
Very minimal.
Yeah. Which I get, because like computers, the internet, that was still fairly new, you know? So I get like get like the general populace not knowing so much of being very scared.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure only the people that actually kind of knew what they were talking about or looking at understood that, okay, we just need to update the software and then everything's going to be fine.
No, yeah. I don't know. But yeah, you know, yeah, fairly new, yeah. Like, people who probably knew probably were like, whatever. It'll cause this problems, but like, whatever. Though, and I feel like this is me being a nerd, because I'm like, well, my favorite video games actually uses Y2K as a plot point.
I wonder if we're going to have another one of those situations.
Well, with like the year 3000 or something?
Yeah, I think I saw something. It was like saying like 2038 is when the current software that we have will kind of go out.
Why 2038? What?
It was either 2038 or like 2068.
I wonder why 8. Oh, 20... the year 2038 problem. Okay, well, this is just, like, Jesus Christ. They really fucked up the naming scheme. Because it's called the year...
The naming scheme?
Oh, yeah, because it's called the year 2038 problem. Also known as Y2038, Y2K38, Y2K38 Superbug. Which I'm like, goddamn, just say Y2K38, you know?
Yeah, but we can't, like, reuse the same name twice. It's kind of boring.
Well, maybe. Is a time computing problem that leaves some computer system unable to represent times after, January 19, 2038. Oh, wait, hold on. The problem exists in a system which uses Unix time, the number of seconds elapsed since the Unix epoch on January 1st, 1970, and stored in a 32-bit integer. I feel so dumb reading this. When the data type's maximum value is exceeded, and the integer will overflow to its minimum value, which systems will interpret as in the past. The problem resembles the Y2K problem, but arises from limitations in base 2 binary time representation rather than base 10. Computer systems that use time for critical computations may encounter fatal errors if the year 2038 problem is not addressed. I feel like this is like probably a thing that like we probably already fixed.
I would think so. They probably saw it and were like, "Oh, this could be an issue."
Yeah, like,
let's fix that.
Yeah, I feel like probably any current systems probably are not even going to be bad. It's probably just going to fuck any old one from like a certain year. When that year comes around, there's going to be so many people on social media that are losing their minds already.
You think?
Oh, dude.
Do you think social media is still going to be a thing during then?
2038?
I hope it's gone.
Dude, that's 12 years from now.
I know.
I don't think
it'll
be gone.
Social media was like something that never should have happened.
For what reasons?
I just don't like it.
You say as we are recording an episode to upload on social medias.
Yeah, fair enough, but like,
I mean, I get the thing of like, there's definitely big problems it's caused, and stuff.
I mean, I feel like a lot of stuff happened. I feel like life could just be better without it, you know?
I don't know. I could see that. It's definitely you can't close, the box anymore though.
Oh yeah, no. It's open.
Um,
Pandora's box. We're never escaping it.
no, yeah. Though I guess like there's what like the dead internet theory, you know, which I guess in a way play into your thing of like it maybe not existing as much anymore.
I don't know. That's all I could. I hope to see a day where everything's just back to how. Well, I guess I can't like say back to how it used to be because I wasn't alive, but I want it to go back to when it was like the 50s, you know?
Oh my
I'd
god,
be I would be happy.
the
I
50s,
would Yes. Well, maybe not the 50s.
dude. I was like, at least
Maybe not, but if we just had modern day just without social media. That's good to me.
see that's where I'm like, I would say like bump that up to like maybe like the 70s or the 80s.
Yeah. Let's get past all the civil rights stuff and then
That's what I'm talking about. Like, you're going
Yeah.
back to 50s. I was like, brother, the World War II just happened not too long ago. A bunch of societal issues. I was like, don't go back there.
Yeah, no. Just a day without internet or Wi-Fi.
That would be
So
very
that's okay.
interesting.
It would be. I think we would make do though, just fine.
I mean, probably. I'm just like, I don't know. I think there's a thing where you're like, yeah, this has caused some problems. Like the internet and social media has caused some pretty bad problems. But I think it's also helped a lot in different ways, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
I do agree with that as well though.
I think there'd be something missing with how connected the whole world is now.
Yeah, but like, do we need that?
I would say so. I think the thing of us going to, since like, I mean, humans are social creatures, so like, I don't know. I think there's no way social media just isn't a thing that develops in some sense to connect the whole world, since we are so hardwired for to be social.
Yeah, unfortunately.
You're like, fuck those people.
All right, well, let's go into the 2012. We got the Maya apocalypse. So, December 21st of 2012, it marked the end of the first great cycle on the Mayan calendar, or long counting calendar. Many misinterpreted this to mean an absolute end to the calendar, which tracked the time continuously from 5,125 years earlier, and doomsday predictions emerged. End of the world scenarios, including the Earth colliding with an imaginary planet called Nibiru,
I have no clue.
giant solar flares, a planetary alignment that would cause massive tidal catastrophes, and a realignment of Earth's axis. Preparations for the end of the world, as we know, included a modern-day Noah's Ark built by a man in China and extensive sales for survival kits. So major doomsday prepping. And now I'm thinking maybe that the Noah's Ark built by this Chinese man, maybe that's what I'm thinking of that I've seen before.
It could have been, yeah. Yeah, I don't even remember. A part of me is like, I feel back. I'm like, I don't even really remember like being like. I don't even think I was like scared or anything of like the world ending in 2012, to my knowledge.
But of course not. We were kids. We didn't care about that stuff.
Well, I think you could be like, well, as kids, you could also be like losing your mind, be like, my God. Like, you ever have like when they like you're told how the sun will die eventually, you know? You not have that thing being like, damn, I could do so much more.
Yeah, I mean,
But like 2012, I don't think I give a fuck. I think I was just honestly, I was probably on YouTube being like, Bigfoot.
2012. Yeah, I was in I think second grade.
Yeah, I was like, I don't even think we knew
Oh no,
each
I
other
did not
yet.
care.
Which that is wild to think. Going back and being like, shit, we didn't even fucking know each other at that time.
No, I don't think we did. And
No.
we've known each other pretty much the majority of our life, so.
No, yeah, we met 3rd grade, so like pretty much like a year after we met, but damn. Imagine if we knew each other when the world was about to end. That would make some sick ass fucking.
We still got time.
That's true.
Maybe we will know each other when the world ends.
I mean, it'd be pretty rare if we didn't at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, I think.
Well, let's just stay safe, and the world won't end probably anytime soon.
Honestly, it's probably the way the world ends. It's probably just not even like world ending, just humanity ending. Is either by us being just dumb or fucking just climate change. But that's not even world ending. That's humanity ending.
I think I'd be fine with that.
Humanity ending? Well,
yeah, as long as like everything else continues.
No, yeah, I mean,
animals, plants, you know.
I think it's an interesting like thought to be like, shit, like whatever could like come up to like basically replace us, and like what things that we have now that would survive, you know?
Cats.
Yeah, but in like the sense of like how the dinosaurs were before us and they're gone, but we know of their existence, you know, and we know a good bit about them. So I am just curious on like how that looks for like whatever takes over after humans.
Maybe reptiles will take over again.
Yeah. The two things that is the dominant things for Earth, it's just dinosaurs or humans.
I could see it.
Nothing else can ever dominate.
I mean, hey, they already run the government, right? The lizard people. Have you never heard that? The lizard people?
I've heard of it.
Exactly.
Oh, that's swallow hair.
Government lizard people, yep. Alright, well, I guess I'm now the only host of Mountain West Phenomenons. Sounds like Seth would choke to death, so.
I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Oh my god, that fucking hair was gonna kill me.
Wrapped around your uvula?
Oh no, man, goddamn. Anyways, fucking 2021, the Keaton B-Shore prediction. This American pastor based his prediction on the prior suggestion that Jesus would return in 1988, i.e., within one biblical generation, which is 40 years, of the founding of Israel in 1948. B-Shore argued that the prediction was correct, but that the definition of a biblical generation was incorrect and was actually 70 to 80 years, placing the second coming of Jesus between 2018 and 2028, and the rapture by 2021 at the latest.
And we're in 2026.
Yeah, he was pretty wrong. No, I think I feel like the more religious based and the world predictions have kind of taken more of the forefront, you know?
What do you mean?
Like compared to like it's more of like religious based world ending than like even in like 2012, which was the, you know, Mayan calendar or like Y2K or Halley's Comet, you know? Like I think just like in recent years, like it's been a lot more like connected religiously.
Yeah, it seems like they have the general idea that they're gonna know when the world ends.
No, yeah.
I don't know. I think the only time or only possible ending, what is it? Is it Yellowstone?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it's not Yellowstone. Is whenever one of those super volcanoes finally go off.
Yeah, just fuck the world up.
I mean, those are like way past due, aren't they?
See, I've seen that, but I think I've seen like also like scientists being like, no, like there's actually like no worry.
No, I mean they're probably not like realistic, but with all these earthquakes going on recently,
dude,
something's gonna happen.
Dude, that's there's a little part of me in there. I'm like, yeah, something's happening because what the fuck's going on right now?
Like you can't tell me I have not experienced a single earthquake in my entire life. And then out of nowhere we have like 7 within a month.
No, yeah, it's fucking insane. And like
Like, what-
we
like
have
that's not a
experienced
coincidence.
like, and the thing is, like, have experienced earthquakes because like Nevada like constant gets earthquakes, but they are like so small you don't notice them. The last month or two, it's just picked up, and you're like getting actual earthquakes, and you're like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, no, like that. What the first? I think it was the first one out of the most recent ones. Our entire apartment building was shaking, like,
Mm-hmm.
like you could feel it. Kind of actually scared us.
No, yeah. Actually, I felt one this morning. I was taking a shit, and then earthquake happened. I was like, oh god damn it!
It jiggled the poo right out of you.
Honestly, my thought was, don't let me be Elvis.
Lying on the toilet.
Yeah, that. As a fat dude, that is my worst fear. Is just dying on the
Lying
toilet
on the toilet.
and being like Elvis. Right? I'm like, please, please.
Yeah, that's fair. I think I would just be more terrified dying naked.
Oh, I don't care about dying naked.
Dude, if I die naked, that means someone's gonna have to see me naked, and like I'm not okay with that.
I mean, caveat: you dying, someone's already going to see you naked because when you're getting embalmed, I'm pretty sure you're naked.
Well, yeah, no shit, but like maybe I just die in a fire. I just don't want my loved ones to have to see me naked.
I mean,
You
that's
know,
fair. You're like, please do
like
not let
some
them
random
perceive.
person, I don't care, but I don't want like to die and then have my kid or my parents stumble upon me and be like, like it hasn't grown since he was born. You know, that would suck.
I could see your dad doing that, honestly. Be like, ah, small dick. And you're just fucking purple and blue, just dead.
Oh, little dick man. You know, I would expect nonetheless. I would do the same.
Yeah. Actually, I'm wondering, does your penis shrink when you die? Like, does it shrivel up?
Probably.
Like, since, like, blood flow and, like, warmth and all that to that area would stop. So I'm wondering if, like, and your muscles contract. So I'm wondering, like, you probably lose a good couple inches when you die, huh?
Well, let me just finish searching it up real fast and we will find out.
Right. This is going to be a crazy search. Does your
Yes, the
penis...
penis does, well, it can shrink slightly with, oh, well, that's not what I asked. I entered the wrong thing. Give me a second.
I got it.
I thought, yes, the penis generally appears to be shrunken or shortened after death due to the loss of blood pressure.
Dude, you can't have anything when you die. That's brutal.
Nope. Can't have a big one while we're alive, nor
Can't
while we're
have...
dead.
Is this world only pain?
It is.
You can't even give me a big one on death. You gotta make me smaller.
The one thing I asked for.
Well, okay.
And then we got 2025 bringing it real close. We have Joshua Mikela. Not sure. It's kind of spelled kind of odd. There's a lot of kindas, but 2025 we have South African pastor Joshua. He prophesied the biblical rapture where Jesus would ascend true believers to heaven before global tribulation, leading to the hashtag rapture talk on TikTok with videos amassing millions of views on tips like survival kits for those left behind. Historical context of repeated failure or failed predictions. Malik, let's just say Joshua, later revised his prediction date based on the Julian calendar after its initial failure. Experts such as Kim Haynes Edson, she's a professor of religion at Cornell University, said the phenomenon was a sign of a culture in distress. Robert D. Cornwall, a minister in the Christian Church, Disciples of Christ, said interest In the second coming of Christ, the rapture, and other predictions of the end of the world often emerge during times of stress and anxiety.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yeah, I guess people are anxious, so they're like, "Hey, everyone, the world's gonna end." I
Yeah.
guess
Yeah.
just saying the worst of everything.
No, yeah. But yeah, it was wild seeing those TikToks pop up. And like,
I
oh yeah, you
is
weren't.
that rude? Oh, yeah, no, I haven't had TikTok since like 2022, probably.
Yeah, no, you well
Maybe
off.
earlier.
You went off way before. I was still on there. I mean, I'm still on there. It was wild. There was just like some people being like, there was some where they're like, oh, for all you, bitches pretty much who are going to be left behind, unlike me who's going up there, like all that stuff, like just being like kind of high and mighty, being like, oh, well, I'll get up there, but you won't. It's just like,
Yeah, that would be. I don't know. I feel like that would be some fighting words. It's like, hey, I'm better than you. I'm gonna go to heaven, but you're not.
I'm not religious, but I would start praying to Jesus Christ to leave your ass behind.
Be messed up.
Dude, if someone said that to me, I'd be like, fuck you, I'm going to start praying for you to get left behind, you little asshole.
Yeah, no, dude. I'd be going full in.
Oh, yeah. This goes both ways. What's fucked up also is like, I think I remember there's some people who are like, well, we'll get in, but our kids who are like elementary schoolers aren't getting in. Which is just like, what a shitty ass parent to be like, sorry, little Tommy, you're not coming in. I think that'd be a wake up call. Like, as like a parent, that should probably be a wake up call if you feel like, if you're religious, but you feel like your kid's not getting into heaven.
Yeah, it's all them Christian parents raising those little hoes. I guarantee it.
Goddamn.
It's just honest, pure honesty.
You're like, I've never met a bigger hoe than a Christian one.
Well, not necessarily. Okay, I take back the Christian aspect, but major religious parents, their kids, there's something about, like, I feel like they always end up being something wrong with them.
I think probably,
Like,
honestly, probably what you're describing is probably like the thing of like, really religious parents tend to be really fucking strict to the point where like, they're almost suffocating. And because of that, their kids are going to push back heavily to doing other stuff,
yeah, from what I've experienced, yes. I think that's what I'm leaning more towards, yeah.
No, yeah, like there's a good middle ground that you have to hit on being like
No, absolutely,
strict,
but
like being strict, but like not being overbearing, like being strict in the sense of like where it makes sense and you're like, this is literally just to keep you safe, and like have a good outcome, but not where you're like, you can't you can't drink water after 10 because you better be in your bed or some bullshit like that,
yeah, but I mean, even if there's that middle ground, the kid, they're probably not going to see that. They're going to see the extreme side and be like, you're doing all this because you hate me. And
well, yeah, but that's hormones. But like, I think there's a thing like in the middle ground where even when a kid is still going to be like, the world's ending because you're so strict, I don't think like the middle ground isn't going to push them though to the extreme, even if they think it's like the end of the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think a kid who is in the middle ground where they're like, oh, I want you, at home at like 9 or like stuff like that, and like having those restrictions, like the kid's not going to feel the need to like, I have to sneak out and do drugs or anything, or like get into this bad situations to the parent who's like, you can't have friends over, you can't do any of this.
I guess, yeah.
Like, that's why I'm like, even if the kids like, because they're kids and they're hormonal and they're like, this is the end of the world that you won't let me go out after 9 or something, I don't think it'll necessarily push them to put themselves into situations that is probably not good for them, Except, and that's where it's middle ground, because also like the parents who just do nothing with their kids, and let the kids just do whatever, that leads into like the same situations where they just put themselves into bad situations because they don't know better.
Yeah, there's gotta be a healthy balance.
Yeah, they need kids need structure, and you need to actually be a parent in your kid's life. But you can't also be like, you can't do anything.
You know, kids need parents, not friends.
Yeah, and they don't need jailers either.
Yeah, no, no, no.
But yeah. Again, like I said, I think the world ending. I don't think the world really ends. I think it's just humanity ends, and that's probably climate change or us being big dumbs. But what about the universe ending?
I mean, I don't know. Like, what do you mean, like a giant black hole consuming us all?
No, like the whole universe
I know. Maybe
ends.
it's just like an entire black hole that eats everything.
Oh, I mean, maybe.
But it's a universe. Is like, how could how could it destroy something that's infinitely expanding?
Well, there are some theories. Which our first theory is the Big Rip. In physical cosmology, the Big Rip is a hypothetical cosmological model concerning the ultimate fate of the universe, in which the matter of the universe, from stars, galaxies to atoms and subatomic particles, is progressively torn apart by the gravitational influence of dark energy at a certain time in the future, such that distances between particles infinitely increase. According to recent studies, the universe is set for a constant expansion and heat death because the equation of state parameter W equals -1, which I'm gonna be honest, I don't fully know what that means. And the Big Rip is only possible if the universe contains phantom energy, a hypothetical form of dark energy with implausible physical properties. So yeah,
Sounds
basically,
like a bunch of stuff I don't understand.
in the thing of like the universe infinitely expanding and just, it just pulls itself apart basically because of how much it's expanding, is what I got from that.
Just stretched itself too thin.
Yeah, pretty much. To where like atoms aren't even close to each other. Which,
Well, don't you think they're just constantly creating more atoms if it's expanding?
not necessarily. Like, I don't think you gain new atoms when you are growing up. I think you have I think there's a limit.
I don't know. I've never looked into any of that stuff, so I can't really talk on it.
Oh, I'm looking up this. Oh, wait, hold on. It's called nuclei synthesis. It's a process that creates new atomic nuclei from pre-existing stuff. So I guess there is a way to make new atoms, but I'm guessing maybe it's just so fast where it doesn't even there's no time for it to form. Is like the thing.
I could see that. I just
Like it's just too fast to form
you
anything,
can't
so it
keep
just
up
gets
with it.
ripped. But this theory isn't really like what the theory of how the universe ends anymore.
So the next one we're looking at is heat death. Kind of mentioned in the last theory. Heat death is a scientific hypothesis regarding the ultimate fate of the universe, which
Posits.
posits, sure, whatever that means, the universe will evolve to a state of no thermodynamic free energy, and having reached the maximum entropy will therefore be unable to sustain any further thermodynamic process. Heat death does not simply imply any particular absolute temperature. It only requires a temperature difference, or other processes may no longer be exploited to perform work. In the language of physics, this is when the universe reaches thermodynamic equilibrium. The theory of heat death stems from the ideas of Lord Kelvin, who in the 1850s took the theory of heat as mechanical energy in nature, as embodied in the first two laws of thermodynamics, and extrapolated it to larger processes on a universal scale. It also allowed Kelvin to formulate the heat death paradox, which disproves an infinitely old universe.
And I think that's like the most, like the biggest here that people are like, this is how this ends. I think current.
Heat death?
Yeah.
It's an interesting name.
Which, yeah, probably pretty cool as a way to go, I guess.
I mean, ideally, I think the cool way to go is not going at all.
Well, yeah.
But
But like a thing where just like the universe just expands so much where there's just no more energy that can be used for anything.
I guess, but I feel like energy is kind of infinite, is it not?
Well, you can't create or destroy energy.
Exactly.
The thing is, like, it's just like there's so much stuff that it's just like nothing can use. Like the energy's all kind of like getting used, you know, or like there's no loss to be like reused or something. Yeah, so like because entropy means that energy is more disordered or dispersed, while low entropy means that energy is more ordered or concentrated. So yeah, like it's just too dispersed to be used. Is
So
the
it's
kind of
kind
whole
of
thing.
out of it. Everything's taking it up.
Yeah, so it's the universe just gets too big to where energy is just too spread out that in the process it just can't be used. Like there's no free energy to be used.
I guess that makes sense.
You know, and again,
With
I
our,
hmm?
said with our ever-growing population, I could see that.
No, yeah, on Earth, the universe is expanding into whatever. It's just a lot. Yeah, the whole disproves the infinitely old universe. Which what do you believe in that kind of stuff?
Big Bang Theory. I mean, I guess that just stands for the Earth.
But I don't think it was always the thing. Probably something had to happen to create it, and then it just kept growing from there.
Yeah. Well, I was like, and the Big Bang, I know, isn't like anything that like talks about like, oh, what like what was before the universe. It's just like, oh, this is the thing that made the current universe stuff.
Yeah.
Because like I think there's things of like, oh, an old universe collapsing in on itself, and then that's the Big Bang falling after that. I mean, I could kind of see, but then I'm like, I could see that, but then it's like, yeah, if like heat death is like the most accepted or like the most favored end of the universe, then I'm like, how does the thing where it's so stretched where there's no free energy go into collapsing in on itself?
I don't know, man. Honestly, all that stuff's too much for me to understand.
Yeah, we too big dumb for this stuff.
It's too much for me to think about. I'm just worried about next cookie I'll have.
And you know what? That's a good life. Than worrying about when the universe is going to end. That we are
No,
definitely not going to be for. There's a chance we could be here for like the end of the humanity or Earth. Ain't no way we're going to be here for the end of the universe.
No, I don't think so.
So
Probably won't.
we can leave those questions and worries to the scientists. We can live our life free of the dread that brings.
Yeah, we worry about our small things.
Oh yeah.
Like our wieners.
Yep, like our wieners that are going to be even smaller when we die.
Unfortunately.
That's the true dread. World ending, universe ending? Nah. My penis is going to be smaller.
But how much can it possibly get? Like, how much smaller?
You become a your penis becomes a black hole, destroys the world. Oh.
It's gonna invert.
And you know what? Honestly, that's a good way to go out, because at least I took everybody out with me. Fuck you guys. My penis will take you guys out. That honestly sounds like I'm just going to assault people. My God. Jesus.
Yeah, kinda, yeah. That's so bad.
Yeah, no, scratch that. Scratch that.
I don't know. On 'em.
We hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Talking about the potential ends to the world, to the universe, and the predicted ends that we've had in the past that have all not come true. And definitely more to come. Definitely a lot more to come.
I think that's about it for this episode. We'll see you guys later.
Yep. Bye.